Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we defeated Ein in the Shadow Pokemon Lab and got a data ROM and handed that over to Net, and then we got the news that Silva's going to some place called Realgam Tower, or Realgam Tower. I don't know how it's pronounced. Realgam just sounds more natural than Realgam, so I'll probably be calling it Realgam. What are you all up to? Has it finally been completed? Cypher's Realgam Tower. There are rumors going around that they're planning to raise money for their world takeover plan at the tower. I went up top for the first time in too long. I saw something that was really amazing. Over in the distance there was a new tower. I stared at it for an hour. Okay, sorry, bad rhyme. If I'm not mistaken, there's a Colosseum at the very top. There's a mysterious tower, and apparently Cypher is planning on using a tower for their plans of world domination. Could there be a connection? I don't know. I don't know why I just used the R disc, but okay. I guess I'm going right. You can switch the disc, but I'm going with it now. See, even with that accidental waste of time, this is still faster than going back through Pyrite Town. Probably. I don't know, I haven't run a comparison. I could by editing, but I really just don't want to. You were not here before, my friend. We finally finished work on that gigantic tower. Ooh, did it take a long time to build or what? I don't know when was the last time I went back home. You go on up there and see it for yourselves. It's clean and shiny. It's what I call gorgeous. That's wonderful, my man. Realgam Tower is now here. An immense tower that was finally completed as Cypher's base. It has a Colosseum on top. Let's go to Phoenix City. And you may have noticed by the title and thumbnail of this video that we are not going to Realgam Tower. We are instead going to the pre-gym to fight Justy, because we now have our entire team gathered. Our levels are all up to what I want them to be to fight Justy. And honestly, I just want to destroy his smug face. In a second, because I forgot to pull up his team. Alright. Turns out these levels are basically what you're gonna want to fight Justy. His team is super, super frustrating just by looking at it. And, it would just suck for you if your levels were lower than this. I am gonna switch Lotta to the front with the best. I should actually probably speak to Justy if I want to battle Justy. Oh, hello. I guess you finally got your 6 Pokemon for your party. Well then, would you like to battle against me? I would. Okay, gotcha. This is making me feel sort of giddy. Just when you're ready to go to the battle area in the center. And stand at the left-hand side. I don't know why you added a just there. I think it might be because my name is Justy. Wes, go for it. I'll be right here, cheering. Okay, let's get this battle underway. Show me a great battle. Pre-gym leader, Justy. I hate that that is all one word. I get there's character limits and stuff. It's completely understandable. It's just also super annoying. He is going to lead with his Sandshrew, level 41, ground type, Sandveil for the ability, so its evasion is doubled in Sandstorms. That is so annoying, knowing the moves Sandstorm, Double Team, Swift, and Dig. And Sunflora, level 40, grass type, Chlorophyll for the ability, knowing the moves Double Team, Ingrain, Helping Hand, and Mega Drain. That double team is going to increase the evasion of Sunflora. If you couldn't tell, his whole thing is that his entire team focuses on raising their evasion and making it so you can't hit them. This is how he became such a famous trainer in Phoenix City, by being annoying. Which, you know, Pokemon YouTubers know what they're doing, I guess. That wasn't meant to be a call out to anyone in particular other than Verlisify. I dislike Verlisify and think he is one of the most annoying content creators on the entirety of YouTube just because of his titles and the fact that he is a god-awful person. That was all off the top of my head, so I don't know if what I just said made sense or was legible at all. Sandstorm is going to hurt Best and Sunflora. In fact, it'll take out Sunflora. He just defeated his own Sunflora. Poor Sunflora. First you have the literally most pathetic pre-evolution in the history of Pokemon, and then you go down to your own friend Sandstorm. Next up, Cacnea. Cacnea is level 41 grass type Sand Veil for the ability, so its evasion is doubled in the Sandstorm, and it isn't affected by the Sandstorm, knowing the moves Double Team, Sandstorm, Feint Attack, and Needle Arm. Oh, if you couldn't tell, this is exactly why this is such an annoying fight. I'm actually going to use Sunny Day so I can get rid of that Sand Veil, because it's so frustrating. We actually hit Sandshrew this time with Surf and knock it out in one hit. I guess it is a first stage Pokemon and its special defense isn't great, but it's still kind of surprising to me. 41 for the best. Azumarill. His Azumarill is level 40 water type, huge power for the ability, so its attack status doubled, knowing the moves Double Team, Light Screen, Return, and Surf. That Return is the only move it has that can be super devastating because of its huge power, but it's still not a huge deal. Now that the Sandstorm is gone, it's also not a huge deal with the Cacnea, so I'm actually going to switch out Lotta for Searchlight, and I will use Flame Wheel on Cacnea. This battle's been going surprisingly well, honestly. Normally I hate this battle so much because of the fact that he uses the evasion strategies, but it hasn't been going that poorly right now. Gligar. Justy's Gligar is level 41, ground flying type, Sand Veil for the ability, knowing the moves Sandstorm, Double Team, Aerial Ace, and Dig. Again, Pokemon that focuses entirely on the fact that it is there is a Sandstorm. It's not the end of the world because I got rid of the Sandstorm. I'm gonna hope, yep, the best is faster. Flame Wheel is boosted by the sun, still not enough to take it out, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. I'll just use Sunny Day the next turn, though. Assuming I get to take out that Azumarill this turn. Yep. Alright. Because that Azumarill might have actually done some decent damage to the best if it actually used Surf. Nosepass. Nosepass is level 42, Rock type, Magnet Pull for the ability, so Steel types cannot escape when they are in the field. Knowing the moves Double Team, Magnitude, Thunder Wave, and Rock Slide. This is probably his least annoying Pokemon because it doesn't have an ability that boosts its evasion, and it overall just can't do a ton other than defend physically. Its physical defense is nothing to laugh at, but, like, its other stats are. Its special defense isn't horrible, but it's... The problem with Nosepass is just it's focused so much on being a tank physically that all of its other stats got neglected. And wouldn't you know it, Nosepass gets better in the next generation with an evolution. So it is Gligar. That's unfortunate. He has two Pokemon that are held back specifically by the fact that they can't evolve yet. And he also has just a surprising amount of unevolved Pokemon in general, like Cacnea and Sandshrew. Those both have evolutions in this generation. I don't understand why they don't use them. Alright, Flame Wheel, good. Still managed to hit despite the Double Team. This battle is like 80% of the reason I still kept Sunny Day all this time despite never having used it once until now. And there we go. Justy is defeated. So much for being a famous Pokemon trainer with a large following of fans. What? I said so much for being a famous Pokemon trainer with a large following of fans. Wow, that was one challenging and satisfying battle. Look at this, my palms are drenched with sweat. There's no shame in this loss. I'm one lucky guy for being part of this spectacular battle. I'm glad that I got the opportunity to battle with you. I want you to have this. Consider it a memento of our battle. We'll give you TM27. This is Return. It's a move that can span anywhere from, I believe, like 20 base power to 102 base power, depending on the friendship of the user. I knew that you were strong, but you came out on top even against Justy. That's just too much. Why do you have an asterisk before your dialogue? I'll tell you why. It's because they have incredibly inconsistent formatting. Like, we saw the same thing with Willy, where his name was in like proper capitalization in one line, and on the very next line they switched it to all caps. Sure, it's important to study in a classroom, but I learned a lot more from watching battles. Gwa, great, you're great. You kept me pumped with thrills the whole time. It makes me want to battle too. Gwa, great, you're great. You kept me pumped with thrills the whole time. It makes me want to battle too. Oh, Justy lost. I swear I was talking to you the second time, but it showed me his dot. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to question it at this point. You can do what you want to do, Pokemon Colosseum. Anyway. Now that we've defeated Justy, there's nothing else I really wanted to do in this episode, but I will warn you. Realgam Tower has some of the strongest trainers in the game, and at the end of the Realgam Tower, there's a massive difficulty spike. I recommend that you train up your team. You don't have to, it's completely doable if you don't, but I'm going to, so in between this and the next episode, my team will probably be, maybe not significantly, but definitely a little higher leveled. It's because I feel like I need the training because I'm not that great at Pokemon. Let's stop by the mayor, see how he's doing. He is not here. Alright. Well, actually, I don't know what I'm thinking. There's nothing going on here. Anyway. For real this time, next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we'll be heading to Realgam Tower and seeing what we can do about Cypher.